Do you have an idea on how to improve life in your community? Well, you can, through a procedure called Participation Request. A participation request is one of the many ways you can get involved in making a difference to improve the well-being of your community in Glasgow. Requests are a way for communities to have a greater role in how services are designed and provided. So, how does it work? Well, let's look at an example. Glasgow is a city that is proud to host refugees and people in the asylum process. As a significant dispersal city, in fact the only one in Scotland, this proud city has established a varied array of grassroots groups and third sector organisations working with asylum seekers and refugees. In spite of this, it is not easy for Reza and his colleagues in Persian Scottish community to support asylum seekers and refugees when they're dispersed to Glasgow. They had an idea to make it easier for asylum seekers to get access to services offered by the community, but weren't sure how to go about making it happen. They discussed it with one of the Scottish Refugee Council's community development officers, who advised them to complete a participation request. They have a number of questions, so they contact the Glasgow City Council and an advisor takes them through the procedure. A successful participation request needs to cover the following areas. Explain what issue they want to address and how they plan to do it. What is the issue and how does it affect the wider community? How will their lives be improved by the plan they have? Explain how the community group feels their experience and knowledge will help in achieving the plan's success. The group now needs to submit the request to Glasgow City Council for consideration. They then need to meet with council officials to discuss their plans, prioritise the identified improvements, and for the council to allocate funding to deliver them. After discussions, the council may agree to support Reza and his community group with their plan to improve access to public services for refugees and asylum seekers. Some benefits of good community engagement and better participation include the way in which public services are planned, developed and delivered is influenced by and responds to community needs. People who find it difficult to get involved, for example, due to language barriers, disability, poverty or discrimination, to help influence the decisions that affect their lives. The various strengths and assets in communities across public and private sector agencies are used effectively to deal with the issues communities face. New relationships are developed between community and public sector bodies which build trust and make joint action possible. The Council must agree to the request and set up an outcome improvement process unless there are reasonable grounds for refusal. If the Council refuses the request, it must explain the reasons. Visit Glasgow City Council's website for more information about the participation request at www.glasgow.gov.uk/participation requests. To learn more, please contact the Community Development Team at communities@scottishrefugeecouncil.org.uk.